Haribol, namaste. Welcome to Transcendental Thursday. My name is Janapati Das. So nice to see you. I've been gone to the mainland for a little while and happy to be back to share about 25 minutes of some Kirtan with you. Kirtan, of course, is the hearing and repeating of sacred mantras, transcendental sound. Mantra comes from two Sanskrit words, man, which means the mind, and tra, which means to draw above or draw away. So mantra is a spiritual sound vibration. It's different than your average mundane or material sound like dog or ice cream. The mantra is a spiritual sound. It's imbibed, has full of spiritual energy, non-different than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge, and it is the highest form of meditation to engage in. So in the practice of Kirtan, I'm going to use my guitar, if you haven't joined, if this is your first time, to sing the mantras. And so what you will do is you will listen the first time through the mantras, and the second time through you can sing back with me the mantra. The mantra, of course, being a transcendental sound vibration that helps draw away the mind, draw away not just the mind, but also the presence of material life, stresses and anxieties and fears and hatred, the things that usually is engaged in our mind, that we observe and we take part in, that help shape what we do in this material world. But if we actually use the mind as a friend and focus on the transcendental sound vibration, we can draw away from the anxiety and fear. We can actually begin to taste the happiness that we are always seeking. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non-different, who is the Supreme Lord, 500 years ago appeared to give us this practice of mantra meditation, of Kirtan, as the highest form in this day and age of Kali, what is known as Kali Yuga, or the age of chaos and quarrel and confusion. It's a very, and all you have to do is to look around and see how chaotic and crazy, and like we were on the island here of Hawai'i, and as most people know, the town of Lahaina in Maui burned down, the original capital of the Hawaiian kingdom. And this is just a taste of what we experience all throughout the world, of just thinking that our life is great and happy, and all of a sudden, boom, we're homeless, we have no house, or we're dead, we get burned up in the fire, or this is a world of stress, anxiety, fearfulness, and attempted happiness. We don't find our satisfaction here. But if we understand our true nature as spirit souls through this practice of hearing and chanting Krishna's names, we can begin to taste the true nature of ourselves and our relationship with the Supreme, which is our true happiness, which brings us satisfaction and peace of mind. And as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who initiated this hearing chanting as a prime benediction for humanity at large, for the practice of meditation in this day and age, he stated in one of his prayers, the third prayer, one should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respects to others and never expect respect in return. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. So in this practice of hearing and repeating, it's not just a simple form of meditation. It is our relationship, reinstating our relationship that exists eternally with our beloved, of God, of the Supreme. And when we chant the names of God, we are actually singing a love song. We may not even know it, but when you're really in love with someone unconditionally, you just feel it in your heart how beautiful that is and how wonderful. And to obtain that, we have to take the lowest point. And the lowest point is not the weakness, because that's the opposite of actually what we experience in this material world of trying to be on the top, you know, like our society is all about being number one, about being the expert, of having people respect us, of having people love us and give us likes on our TikTok videos and just admire us. But this is not a way of actually finding true happiness and peace. The lowest point of being the most humble is actually the highest point. It's the most satisfying, because we actually take in this love from God through the practice of mantra meditation. So, you know, some of these words in this prayer, one should be more tolerant than a tree. You know, to be tolerant in the tree, if you think about a tree, the tree as a living entity in the body of a tree, you can't move around. You know, if you have birds or animals trying to burrow into you, or people, you know, lovers trying to carve hearts into the tree, you can't really do much. You're just very tolerant of what that goes on. But the tolerance that a devotee of God has is in not allowing their mind to react to the how people treat them, or how people what they think of them, because they're so steadfast in their relationship with God that they are the well-wisher of everyone. They feel love for everyone. As Lord Jesus Christ would say, one should love the Lord their God with all their heart and mind, and like unto it love their neighbor as theirself. When you have this relationship in a very humble state of mind with the Supreme, through the practice of mantra meditation, you can come to love God and love all the living entities, all of his children. It's the true way of happiness and peace. And so we chant the names of God in this humble state of mind, not expecting respect from others, and giving all respect to everyone. And in this state, because we are so trained to think initially that this is a weakness point, it's difficult for us to do. So we just chant Krishna's names in the best way that we can. And gradually, through practice, we will begin to taste the humility and respect and love for not only God, but for all living entities. So let's chant. I'm going to chant a couple mantras to offer my respects to my spiritual teacher who gave me this practice of mantra meditation, and unto Lord Chaitanya and his associates as well. And there will be some others here. If you haven't heard, you just follow along. Second time through, you sing with me. Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Sita Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Sita Swarupananda Paramsa Iti Namine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhakta-vrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhakta-vrinda. Gonna switch keys. Hari Om Nitago Nitago Haribo, Haribo, Nitago, Itago, Haribo, Haribo, Nitago, Nitago, Haribo, Haribo, Nitago, Nitago, Haribo. Nityananda, 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 Haribo. Nityananda, 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 Haribo. Chaitanya, 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 Haribo. Chaitanya, 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 Haribo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jaya Gurudev, Jai Jaya Gauranga, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Excuse me. One should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be lower than the stratosphere. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Lord Chaitanya, Jaya Jaya Lord Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Lord Chaitanya, Jaya Jaya Lord Nityananda, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Bol, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Bol, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Bol, Hare Rama, Hare Haribol. Sorry, my voice is kind of all this traveling. I don't really have the full voice to do a full 30 minutes today, but hopefully that was satisfying to you a little bit. If you want to hear more, there's more on the Facebook library, and we also have a YouTube channel for Yoga Kirtan Hawaii. You can tune in for lots of Kirtan. There's classes on the Bhagavad Gita. There are meditation classes and much, much more. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you next time. Haribol.